Hey there friends, what's going on? It's Codiak here, one half of the team behind Legacy Gaming, and today in our new game breakdown, we're checking out Everwild. This is a game that's been on my radar since the very beginning, and I am so excited about the potential of another new IP from Rare. IP being intellectual property or just new idea for a video game. Now, Rare is the studio behind Donkey Kong and, of course, Sea of Thieves, a wildly popular game. Tens of thousands of players are playing Sea of Thieves right now across Xbox Game Pass and Steam, and it's just so exciting that Rare is coming out with yet another IP. Now, while we do this breakdown, I want you to consider one thing. Everwild is a more casual, multiplayer sandbox experience. Now, that's all we really know about the gameplay and the systems that are powering Everwild, but there is still plenty to unpack in this brand new trailer, Eternals, which came out about a month or two ago, but hasn't been talked about. So I really want to dive into this. Hopefully you guys are excited about this game. If you know nothing about Everwild and you just clicked on this video because you saw my face and you wanted to see what I was all about, this is something that I think you need to at least keep track of, pay attention to, because it could be one of the next great games. I'm hopeful that it is. But again, let's go through the trailer. Let's talk about all of the things that we're seeing in the trailer, and let's break down some of the potential for players once the game comes out. Again, this is Everwild.
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel
Right off the
it.
bat, beautiful visual style. You can see the Sea of Thieves influence.
It is found in the smallest moments.
Again, multiplayer, you see multiple characters.
In every step.
You see these incredible creatures, clearly fiction or fantasy.
In the symmetry of ritual.
Magic, keep that in mind.
In the bonds we share.
Great scene right here. We'll talk about this in a minute.
And in moments of stillness.
Again, hard to really break down this scene, but very narrative driven. Massive, larger than life creature.
Beyond the expected. To be a light in dark
We're kind of ramping up
places.
here.
To seek answers.
You know, they're talking about being a force for good, seeking
and to
answers.
stand watch over our world.
Almost like a multiplayer adventure game.
Our world has a rhythm. We all
Yeah,
sense
rituals here, magic, calling the spirits.
it, but only a few.
An idea I don't think a lot of
Feel
games
it.
have tried. Here we go, some sort of spirit or divine being. Yeah. I mean, if that doesn't take your breath away, I don't know what will. The game is so different, so just pushes itself beyond anything that we have come to expect from video games, and I'm really excited about it. Now, again, this is a cinematic thing. We did not see any gameplay here, but that doesn't mean there's not a lot of stuff that we talk about. So right off the bat, you have to appreciate the visual style. Obviously, Rare made Sea of Thieves. You can see the Sea of Thieves influence in this entire trailer, that kind of soft palette, cel-shaded look. We use cel-shaded a lot nowadays. It's not really a cel shade, but it is a beautiful soft palette, but yet so rich in detail and color. Again, we see multiple characters here. We see the same 4 characters throughout the trailer in different scenarios. Here around a campfire eating. Again, it makes me think survival element there. It makes me feel like, okay, we have a hunger, we have a thirst potentially. But the real key is these creatures and these rituals surrounding these creatures. We see this massive scene right here where 2 characters are creating this kind of barrier of a circle around this tree. What is the tree? I have no idea. What are these little creatures on the ground? I have no idea. But again, it's giving us an inkling that these gameplay systems are going to matter, that these things in the cinematics are going to matter to the actual gameplay itself. So I'm really excited about this. And this is the scene I want to talk about. This makes me think survival. I know I said multiplayer sandbox. This makes me think survival because instead of an axe or a spear or a pickaxe or something like that, what we're using is these creatures to complete the tasks that we've all come to know and love in these types of games: cutting down trees, mining for ore. They're using this massive creature to just pull down a tree and potentially bring it back to a base camp, something like that. So I'm really excited about that potential, a complete new take on survival. Now, this scene here, a lot of narrative. That's something to keep in mind. Most survival games don't have a rich narrative. This game looks to have a lot more narrative than anything else. So almost like a My Time at Portia type game, where it combines kind of that adventure, casual sim with kind of the open world elements. If you haven't played that game, check it out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. I'm going to have to do things that are kind of menial and task driven, but there's also this overarching adventure that I'm trying to figure out. This scene is interesting too. We've got this massive creature here, which makes me think of Monster Hunter, right? Massive, over-the-top creature. We're slowly approaching it, but in case you didn't notice, we're not trying to kill it. We're trying to befriend it or make sure that it's thriving, something along those lines. And that's really exciting because it's a complete 180 from everything that we've come to know of massive games like this, of this scale. So again, it's really exciting to see the potential for all of these different systems, whether they be survival systems, whether they be adventure systems, whether they be RPG systems. And then we get to this kind of final scene with this ritual happening around this deer-like creature. And what is this? It's clearly some sort of major point where they're reaching out to this spirit. They gain access to this spirit. Is that a progression system? Is that some major story plot? Really hard to say, but it gets me so excited about this game. There is so much potential here to just be different and just be bold and out of the box. And hopefully you guys can see that and will resonate with that, because I really think that Everwild has the potential to be a fantastic, casual, new idea that could breathe some fresh air into the video game world. And we always like when that happens, when new intellectual property comes into the video game sphere. That's a good thing for players across the board. It sets the stage for more great new things. So I'm really excited about Everwild. Hopefully you guys are too. Not a lot of information about what's next for the game, but we will be following here on Legacy Gaming. So if you liked the video, if you want more Everwild and you want more new game breakdowns in your feed, it's a brand new series that we started. If you like these guys, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and as always, join us on Discord. Our community of around 6,000 is spread across dozens of great games. So click that link below and join today. My name is Codiak, and from everyone here at Legacy Gaming, thank you so much for checking out the new game breakdown for Everwild, and play on.